everyone. Welcome to our second episode of Insurance Journal TV show. With today here is Mr. Jaffer, Mohamed Jaffer of TAN Management Group CEO, and I am Mariam Mungia. Welcome.
Thank you, Mariam.
Welcome, Mr. Jaffer. How are you?
Not bad. All well?
All is well.
Very good. Tell me.
Mr. Jaffer, tell us about yourself, please.
So, as you rightly introduced, I'm Group CEO of TAN Management Insurance Brokers. We're a diversified group. We work in Tanzania and 7 other countries. So we're in Kenya, Uganda, Zambia, Mozambique, Rwanda, Burundi, and Malawi. And we're part of a network, Brokers Link network that's there, and a GIB network as well. That gives us access to around 150 countries in terms of insurance.
All right. So you have a lot of hopes with the regulator we have right now?
Yes, for sure. You know, from the time that he came in, if you look at the changes that have been done, they're all positive. And it takes time, of course, for these changes to come into monetary effect. So there's a big difference between the two. You know, you could make a change today, and in insurance, because it's a long-term business, and every year there's a renewal. So it's one of those businesses where if you were to make a change, you're not going to see overnight, results.
Yeah.
It will take at least a year or a year and a half. I'll give you a couple of examples that what he did and how its effect has now shown. The first being the imports insurance. So around 3 years ago or so, the law was that if somebody is bringing in cargo, they can insure it anywhere in the world for imports. Around 2 years ago, he sat down with us as associations, as the broking association, and we had discussions, and we saw that when you import goods, you're losing out on the insurance, the forex, you can call it, the USD that's there, because whenever you bring in, you're bringing in US dollars. So the I that's there, the insurance in CIF, was being outsourced outside. So let's say to Japan, to China, wherever the goods were being brought from. He assisted the industry that the law was passed that all imports had to be insured locally, and over the past year, because then they compared it to 2017-2018 data, in 2018 they've shown already that the rise has been close to 20 to 25%.
That's
just
amazing.
on marine.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And that's just one move that he did. The second part was, of course, the government gazettes. So one of the biggest challenges in the market was undercutting. Now, nobody could say who is doing it, because the broker said that the underwriter is the one that rates it. The underwriter said that the broker was the one that issued the cover note, so he put that rate in. So it was very difficult to point, a finger, that who do you point it to. A very strong move made by the regulator was that the government will now give the rates.
Right.
So now, as insurers, brokers, we have to focus on service, because now a client does not jump ship per se just because of rates. He jumps because he feels that this broker can offer him better service than the other, or an underwriter that can offer better service. So positive changes are there, and I'm sure that by the end of 2018 results that come out, there will be market growth for sure.
Tell us about Bima Time and Bima Voucher.
So this is the baby that I was telling you about. We saw that there is a massive microinsurance market in this country, and the same applies to the entire region for that matter, in all 8 countries that we operate in. And based on my experience and the fact that I was an underwriter in certain positions in associations, I saw that the challenges are the same as well. So the solution has to be the same. It can't be different challenges, all across the borders. They are the same. Education is a problem, awareness is a problem, accessibility, availability, common problems. So looking at all of this is when Bima Time, Bima Voucher was created. What it meant, or what it means, is just, as good as Bima Time, insurance time. It's the time for insurance. How it works, or how we started, was we first started with a first van. So we got one van which we fitted up with solar panels and a computer inside and a printer, and this van would now just go around town, and anybody who wants insurance would just stop the van and just purchase insurance from there. They could pay. The van, like I said, was connected with solar panels, a computer printer inside. They would immediately type in, print it, and give the client the insurance.
Okay.
The response was very good, so we had to get a second van. So now we have 2 vans that are there.
Right.
And looking at that response, we said, okay, fine, this is building well. The volumes are not that large, you can of course guess, because it's micro based.
Right.
But looking at it, we then said, how do we progress more? What more can we do? And this is where the technology came in. We said that the solution we have to look for cannot be a manual solution. It has to be a tech-driven solution.
Right.
And that's when Bima Voucher came in. Bima Voucher launched around 15th November of 2018. And after almost a year of coding, integrations, and etc. And we are hoping that by the end of this year, we should have close to 15,000 vendors. So it is a hope, and we're working towards it.
Do you have the vouchers for the viewers to see?
Yes, for sure, for sure. So this is the first one that we have. I'll give you one as well.
All right.
So this is the first one that we have. This one is a 200 shilling cover.
All right.
And all a client does actually here is they read the conditions that are there at the back, and if they're happy with it, there are some FAQs as well if they have some questions. You know, the answers are there. If they're happy with the terms and conditions, all they do is they just peel this off. They scratch, there's a secret number there. They have to answer 3 basic questions, and after answering those 3 basic questions in their phone, they don't need internet. It's not an app-based, voucher. It's completely USSD.
Right.
So a client doesn't need internet. And they answer 3 basic questions in their phone. They have to get into the *150*, 50*77 hash. 3 questions are there. They have to answer who's their beneficiary, what was their date of birth, and the mobile number for the beneficiary. After answering those questions, it tells them to put in the voucher number. They put in the voucher number, and in 20 seconds, they get their policy. So a link comes in on SMS, and it confirms that you're now on cover. And as soon as you click that link, that's it. That's your whole policy, your EFD, your TRA receipts, how you can claim, the FAQs, everything on your phone within 20 seconds.
So somebody just works with insurance just like that?
Just like that. And this is why I said that, the regulator has been very supportive, because this is an innovation that doesn't exist anywhere in Africa.
Definitely.
It's not there.
It's true.
Yes, and it works across all mobile networks. Huh? It's on Zantel, Vodacom, Airtel, Tigo, Halotel. It's not a single network. And we're adding TTCL as well. We're integrating with them. Hopefully by the end of the month or so, it should be done as well. So it doesn't exist anywhere else. And this is why the regulator has been very supportive to say that, okay, you want to increase penetration in the market, we will support you. So we are investing heavy in tech because we see that as the future. And this would now be available at any kiosk. So this was the idea that when we were discussing with the regulator, that how is it possible that, respected companies like Azam, Coca-Cola and the others that are there, how do they make their products be everywhere around the country? And it's a luxury item if you think about it. An ice cream is not a necessity, it's a luxury item.
It's a luxury.
But on the hierarchy of needs, insurance is definitely above that. So how is it that insurance has not made itself accessible and available to everybody? And this is where we came up with this. Because we saw that airtime vouchers that people use in their phones is spread all across the country. So why not insurance vouchers?
So how does it work? For 200 shillings.
Yes. So
how is one covered?
Yeah. So different categories are there, and as I said, this is just the first voucher. It's called the Safari voucher.
All right.
And what it covers is a passenger that's traveling from one point to the other. Now, when I say passenger or driver traveling from one point to the other, it doesn't mean it's a long trip. It could be us, leaving from here going to work, or from work going to home. It is a safari. That's why we termed it as safari.
Safari.
Sometimes people confuse safari as a long journey, but safari is actually just a journey. It's not a long journey. So this is what we wanted to clarify a number of times to people who ask that, okay, but is this only for a long trip? We tell him no, it's not for a long trip. It's for any time you're in a registered vehicle, boat, train or plane within Tanzania, you're covered. So you could be sitting in a bus, going across from Dar to Arusha, and you ask yourself, I don't feel that safe today, I've seen so many accidents, I wish I had insurance. All you do is you just dial *150*50*77 hash. Continue the process, you can get a voucher, or you can even pay by mobile money. You don't even need a voucher. So both options have been put over there. And the reason we came out, of course, with the flyers and etc. was that somebody could read, because the 200 shilling covers you for 1,000,000 shillings in case there's an accident. Then if you pass away, your beneficiary gets 1,000,000 shillings. If you have any disability, then it's 25% off the 1 million. And then there are other categories. So we have 15,000, which is for 6 months.
Okay.
And we have 25,000, which is for a year. So the 25,000 covers you for 3,000,000 shillings.
Okay.
And it's for the whole year, of course. And in case of any disability, 25% of that.
I might say it's a very simple way to simplify people's life.
Yes, thank you.
It is an amazing job that's been done by town management, definitely.
Thank you.
Mr. Jaffer, I would like to thank you once again. Thank you for being with us.
It's a pleasure. Yeah. Thank you for having me. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Well, this is the end of our TV show, and once again I would like to say it was a pleasure having you, Mr. Jaffer.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching.